What makes a story unforgettable? Is it the plot, the setting, or the characters that linger in our minds long after the final scene fades? For many fans of period dramas, it's all three, perfectly intertwined in Pride and Prejudice, 1995. This beloved BBC miniseries remains a cultural touchstone, revered for its faithful adaptation of Jane Austen's novel, its breathtaking visuals, and a cast that gave Austen's characters new life. But what truly makes it stand out is how the performances resonated with audiences, cementing the actors' names in television history. Have you ever wondered what happened to the talented stars who brought this classic tale to life? Today, we'll uncover their stories, both on and off the screen. When Pride and Prejudice premiered, it wasn't just another adaptation. It became a phenomenon. With its lush English countryside, stunning period costumes, and sharp dialogue, it transported viewers straight into Regency-era England. Colin Firth's unforgettable portrayal of the brooding Mr. Darcy redefined the character for a new generation, while Jennifer Eels, Elizabeth Bennet, was a spirited and relatable heroine. Together, they created one of the most iconic on-screen pairings, elevating the timeless romance to new heights. Beyond the leads, the ensemble cast brought nuance and depth to Austen's supporting characters, making them as memorable as the protagonists. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the careers of 8 key cast members who defined this adaptation. These actors didn't just play their roles, they became the characters, giving them dimensions that captivated audiences. From Colin Firth's subsequent rise to international fame to lesser-known journeys, we'll explore how Pride and Prejudice served as a pivotal moment in their lives. As we travel through their careers, you'll see how they've evolved and the lasting mark they've left on the entertainment industry. What makes the Pride and Prejudice cast so remarkable is how they embraced Austen's wit and social critique while adding their own unique flair. These performers understood that the story wasn't just about romance, it was about class, morality, and personal growth. Their performances highlighted these themes, ensuring that the series resonated with audiences far beyond the Regency setting. This enduring relevance has made the adaptation a staple for fans of period dramas, romance, and Austen's keen social observations. The success of Pride and Prejudice was not just about its critical acclaim, it was also a cultural moment. From Darcy's famous pond scene to the witty exchanges between Elizabeth and Lady Catherine de Bourgh, the series delivered countless iconic moments. These scenes were not only beautifully shot and performed, but also deeply etched into the memories of viewers. The actors' chemistry and commitment to their roles created something truly special, something that continues to attract new fans nearly 3 decades later. Beyond the screen, the legacy of Pride and Prejudice continues to thrive. It paved the way for future period dramas and modern reimaginings of Austen's work, proving that classic stories can remain relevant across generations. The cast, who brought so much depth and charm to their roles, are still celebrated for their work in this series. Some have gone on to achieve international stardom, while others pursued more understated paths, but all remain cherished for their contributions to this landmark production. As we delve into the lives of the cast members, you'll discover surprising twists in their careers and personal stories that might make you appreciate their performances even more. From their journeys post-Pride and Prejudice to the lasting impact of the series, there's so much to uncover. So whether you're a die-hard Austen fan or someone curious about this classic, stay tuned as we celebrate the actors who brought one of literature's greatest stories to life. Colin Firth as Mr. Darcy. Colin Firth's masterful portrayal of the brooding and enigmatic Mr. Darcy remains one of the most celebrated performances in television history. Firth captured the essence of Darcy's transformation from a reserved and prideful aristocrat to a romantic hero with vulnerability and charm. The character's evolution, from his haughty first impressions to his heartfelt confession of love, was brought to life with Firth's nuanced performance, endearing him to audiences and solidifying his status as the quintessential Mr. Darcy. Of course, the now iconic lake scene, a moment not found in Jane Austen's novel but added to the adaptation, cemented his place in pop culture, making Darcy a global heartthrob. Before taking on the role of Mr. Darcy, Colin Firth had already carved out a respectable career in the entertainment industry. He had garnered critical attention for his performance in Valmont, 1989, where he portrayed another complex romantic figure and had established himself as a talented actor in both television and film. However, Pride and Prejudice catapulted him into the global spotlight, transforming him from a well-regarded performer into an international sensation. The success of the series not only made Darcy synonymous with Firth's name, but also opened doors to a wealth of exciting opportunities in Hollywood and beyond. In the years following the series, Firth cleverly leaned into the Darcy legacy while continuing to expand his repertoire. His role as Mark Darcy in Bridget Jones's Diary, 2001, was a playful nod to his iconic character, while films like Love Actually, 2003, and The King's Speech, 2010, showcased his range as a leading man. For his deeply moving performance in The King's Speech, Firth won an Academy Award for Best Actor, firmly cementing his reputation as one of the most versatile actors of his generation. He also delved into action films with Kingsman, The Secret Service, 2014, proving that his appeal transcends genres. Beyond his acting career, Colin Firth has become a prominent advocate for social and environmental causes. He has used his platform to champion human rights and sustainable living, demonstrating a commitment to issues far beyond the screen. Even now, in his early 60s, Firth continues to captivate audiences with his performances and remains an influential figure in both film and activism. Yet for many, his portrayal of Mr. Darcy stands as the defining role of his career, a testament to the enduring power of Pride and Prejudice and the timeless allure of Austen's beloved hero. Jennifer Ehle as Elizabeth Bennet. Jennifer Ehle's radiant portrayal of Elizabeth Bennet remains one of the finest interpretations of Jane Austen's beloved heroine. She captured Lizzie's sharp wit, independence, and keen sense of morality with an effortless charm that resonated with audiences worldwide. Ehle's nuanced performance brought a vivid authenticity to Elizabeth, showcasing her warmth and intelligence while never losing the playful spirit that defines the character. Her dynamic chemistry with Colin Firth's Mr. Darcy was nothing short of electric, making their love story a central force of the series and elevating it to legendary status. Ehle's Elizabeth Bennet was the perfect foil to Darcy's brooding intensity, striking a balance between strength and vulnerability. The way she delivered iconic lines, like Lizzie's fiery rejection of Darcy's first proposal, became defining moments of the series. Ehle ensured that Elizabeth was not just a romantic figure, but also a role model, embodying a woman who stood firm in her beliefs and expectations despite societal pressures. This multifaceted portrayal helped solidify her as one of Austen's most unforgettable characters. After Pride and Prejudice, Jennifer Ehle's career flourished across stage and screen. She earned a Tony Award in 2000 for her role in Tom Stoppard's The Real Thing, solidifying her reputation as a powerhouse actress. Her work on screen included standout performances in acclaimed films like Zero Dark 30, 2012, where she portrayed a CIA operative, and The King's Speech, 2010, which reunited her indirectly with Colin Firth. Her television credits further highlighted her versatility with significant roles in series like The Nick, 2014 to 2015, and The Looming Tower, 2018. Despite her many diverse roles, Ehle has remained selective in her projects, choosing complex characters that allow her to explore the depths of her craft. Her ability to transition seamlessly between film, television, and theater has made her a respected and sought-after performer. While she continues to impress with her range, fans of Pride and Prejudice hold her portrayal of Elizabeth Bennet as a defining moment in her career. Ehle's interpretation of Austen's heroine remains a high benchmark for adaptations, ensuring her legacy in the hearts of literature and television enthusiasts alike. Alison Steadman as Mrs. Bennet. Alison Steadman's portrayal of Mrs. Bennet remains one of the most entertaining and memorable aspects of Pride and Prejudice, 1995. With her blend of exaggerated mannerisms, nervous energy, and sharp comedic timing, Steadman perfectly captured the essence of the fretful matchmaking mother. Her performance brought humor and a touch of chaos to the series, lightening the tension between the more serious themes of love, class, and societal expectations. Whether scolding her daughters or overreacting to minor inconveniences, Steadman turned Mrs. Bennet into a comedic gem that audiences couldn't help but adore. Mrs. Bennet's character is often considered one of Jane Austen's most colorful creations, and Stedman elevated the role with her impeccable comedic instincts. Her scenes, especially those featuring her over-the-top reactions to Elizabeth's refusal of Mr. Collins or Lydia's elopement with Wickham, added levity while emphasizing the stakes of their family's social standing. Stedman's portrayal balanced caricature with authenticity, ensuring Mrs. Bennet was not just a comic figure, but also a mother driven by genuine concern for her daughter's futures. Before stepping into the shoes of Mrs. Bennet, Stedman had already established herself as a powerhouse in British entertainment. Known for her groundbreaking performance in Mike Leigh's Abigail's Party, 1977, she was celebrated for her ability to embody vivid, complex characters. After Pride and Prejudice, Stedman continued her illustrious career with standout roles in television series like Gavin and Stacey, 2007 to 2010, where she played the eccentric Pam Shipman, and Orphan Black, 2017, showcasing her versatility across genres. Stedman's ability to bring depth, humor, and heart to every role has made her one of the most respected and beloved actresses in British entertainment. Even decades after the release of Pride and Prejudice, her Mrs. Bennet is remembered as a masterclass in character acting. With her unique blend of comedic flair and emotional authenticity, Stedman ensured that Mrs. Bennet remains one of Austen's most enduring and entertaining characters, a performance that continues to charm and amuse new generations of viewers. If you're enjoying this nostalgic dive into the cast of Pride and Prejudice, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more trips down memory lane. Your support helps us create content celebrating the stars and stories we all love. Now, let's return to the cast of Pride and Prejudice to see where their journeys have taken them. Susanna Harker as Jane Bennet. Susanna Harker brought a quiet elegance to her role as Jane Bennet, the eldest and most serene of the Bennet sisters. With her ethereal beauty and composed demeanor, Harker perfectly embodied Jane Austen's vision of Jane as the sweetest and most beautiful sibling. Her nuanced portrayal highlighted Jane's kind-hearted nature and unwavering optimism, making her a compelling counterbalance to Elizabeth's fiery wit. Harker's on-screen chemistry with Crispin Bonham Carter, who played Mr. Bingley, added depth to their romantic storyline, capturing the restrained yet heartfelt essence of Regency-era courtship. Jane's character required a subtle performance, and Harker delivered with grace, allowing viewers to see her inner strength and resolve beneath her gentle exterior. Her scenes, particularly those showcasing Jane's disappointment and resilience after Mr. Bingley's sudden departure, resonated deeply as she depicted heartbreak with remarkable restraint. Harker's portrayal ensured that Jane was not only admired for her beauty, but also respected for her emotional intelligence and steadfast nature. Before joining the cast of Pride and Prejudice, Harker had already made a name for herself with notable roles, including her performance in the acclaimed House of Cards, 1990 series. Her ability to convey layered emotions and bring depth to seemingly reserved characters made her an ideal choice for Jane Bennet. Post-Pride and Prejudice, she continued to build a versatile career, appearing in films, television series like Grantchester, 2014, and on stage with standout performances in productions such as Macbeth and Noel Coward's The Vortex. In recent years, Susanna Harker has largely stepped away from the limelight, focusing on select projects that allow her to explore complex characters. Despite maintaining a lower public profile, her work remains highly regarded, and her portrayal of Jane Bennet endures as one of the most cherished performances in the 1995 adaptation. Her depiction of Jane as a paragon of grace and virtue is a testament to Harker's exceptional talent and continues to be celebrated by fans of Austen's timeless tale. David Bamber as Mr. Collins. David Bamber's portrayal of the sycophantic Mr. Collins was a comedic triumph in the 1995 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice. His character's relentless obsequiousness, exaggerated manners, and bumbling awkwardness were brought to life with precision and flair. Bamber's performance perfectly balanced Mr. Collins' irritating qualities with a certain pitiable charm, making the character both laughable and strangely endearing. His exaggerated deference to Lady Catherine de Bourgh and pompous self-importance added a layer of absurdity that provided a stark contrast to the more grounded characters in the series. One of Bamber's most memorable scenes is his hilariously inept proposal to Elizabeth Bennet, where his obliviousness to her discomfort and determination to push his agenda highlight the comedic brilliance of his performance. The actor's ability to maintain authenticity while delivering over-the-top comedy made his Mr. Collins a standout. His portrayal turned what could have been a one-dimensional caricature into a complex character who embodies both humor and social critique. Before Pride and Prejudice, David Bamber had already established himself as a talented actor across film, television, and theater. His performance in My Night with Reg earned him an Olivier Award, showcasing his skill in more serious and nuanced roles. After his success as Mr. Collins, Bamber continued to shine in projects like the HBO series Rome, 2005 to 2007, where he played the scheming and ambitious Marcus Tullius Cicero, and The King's Speech, 2010, in which he had a memorable supporting role. These performances demonstrated his versatility, proving his ability to move seamlessly between comedy, drama, and historical narratives. Even now, David Bamber remains a respected figure in the entertainment industry, frequently taking on character roles that highlight his remarkable range. While his extensive career includes many acclaimed performances, his turn as Mr. Collins remains a fan favorite. The role is celebrated as a comedic masterclass, offering a sharp critique of societal pretension while entertaining audiences with Bamber's impeccable comedic timing and unique interpretation of Jane Austen's eccentric clergyman. Crispin Bonham Carter as Mr. Bingley. Crispin Bonham Carter infused Pride and Prejudice with charm and sincerity through his portrayal of Mr. Bingley. As the kind-hearted and wealthy bachelor, Bingley's buoyant optimism and genteel manners offered a delightful contrast to the brooding Mr. Darcy. Bonham Carter captured Bingley's slightly naive and easily influenced nature while also portraying his unwavering affection for Jane Bennet with authenticity and tenderness. His portrayal brought depth and relatability to a character often overshadowed by Darcy's intensity. One of the highlights of Bonham Carter's performance was his chemistry with Susanna Harker, who played Jane Bennet. Their subtle, genuine connection added emotional weight to their courtship, creating a love story that felt both timeless and poignant. The sincerity he brought to Bingley's happiness and occasional self-doubt made the character a crucial element of the series' romantic ensemble. After his memorable role in Pride and Prejudice, Bonham Carter transitioned away from acting to pursue a career in education. While he continued to appear in smaller roles in productions like Absolutely Fabulous and Casino Royale, 2006, his primary focus became teaching. He earned widespread respect as a passionate educator and later as a school principal, where his dedication to shaping young minds reflected his deep commitment to making a positive impact. Bonham Carter's decision to move from the spotlight to the classroom speaks to his versatility and desire to contribute meaningfully to society. Though he left acting behind, his performance as Mr. Bingley remains a cherished memory for fans of Pride and Prejudice. His warm, endearing portrayal ensured Bingley's place as one of Austen's most beloved characters, and his contribution to the series continues to be celebrated by viewers worldwide. Julia Sawalha as Lydia Bennet. Julia Sawalha brought exuberance and youthful mischief to her portrayal of Lydia Bennet, the youngest and most reckless of the Bennet sisters. Sawalha expertly captured Lydia's flirtatious and impetuous nature, embodying the naivety and exuberance of a teenager caught up in the romantic drama of Regency-era England. Her performance showcased Lydia's headstrong disregard for social conventions, adding a layer of tension to the story as her actions threatened the Bennet family's reputation. Sawalha's Lydia is memorable for her gleeful defiance of decorum and her scandalous elopement with Mr. Wickham, which marked a dramatic turning point in the series. Her chemistry with Adrian Lucas, who played Wickham, was palpable, creating a dynamic that felt both thrilling and cautionary. Sawalha's ability to balance humor with the gravity of Lydia's actions ensured that the character remained entertaining yet consequential to the plot. Prior to Pride and Prejudice, Sawalha was already well known for her comedic talents in Press Gang, 1989 to 1993. Following her success in the miniseries, she became a household name for her role as Saffron Monsoon in the hit sitcom Absolutely Fabulous, 1992 to 2012. Her diverse career spans both comedic and dramatic roles, including voice work in the animated film Chicken Run, 2000, and appearances in period dramas like Lark Rise to Candleford, 2008 to 2011. Sawalha remains a celebrated actress with a career that showcases her versatility and charisma. Her portrayal of Lydia Bennet stands out as a testament to her ability to bring depth and energy to even the most spirited and impulsive characters. Fans of Pride and Prejudice continue to appreciate her vibrant performance as Lydia, whose carefree charm and youthful recklessness left an indelible mark on the series. Adrian Lucas as Mr. Wickham. Adrian Lucas brought charm and duplicity to the role of Mr. Wickham, the dashing but deceitful officer whose actions drive much of the drama in Pride and Prejudice. Lucas adeptly portrayed Wickham's seductive charisma, making him a captivating figure in the eyes of Elizabeth Bennet and a foil to Mr. Darcy. His ability to blend allure with subtle hints of dishonesty made Wickham a complex and intriguing antagonist. Wickham's manipulative tendencies come to light as his past with Darcy is revealed, adding layers of depth to Lucas's performance. His pursuit of Lydia Bennet and their subsequent elopement underscore his selfishness and irresponsibility, creating a pivotal crisis in the story. Lucas captured both the charm that made Wickham appealing and the darker traits that made him a cautionary figure. After Pride and Prejudice, Lucas built a robust career in television, with roles in series like Peak Practice, 1997 to 1999, Doctors, and Death in Paradise. He also continued to showcase his range on stage, performing in productions such as The Seagull and The Winslow Boy. His ability to transition seamlessly between villainous and sympathetic roles has solidified his reputation as a skilled character actor. Lucas has embraced his association with Wickham, often reflecting on the character's complexity in interviews. His portrayal remains a highlight of Pride and Prejudice, with audiences praising his ability to make Wickham both captivating and contemptible. Lucas's performance is a key reason why the character continues to intrigue fans of the series. Polly Maberly as Kitty Bennet. Polly Maberly brought nuance to the often overlooked role of Kitty Bennet, the fourth Bennet sister. While Kitty is frequently overshadowed by the more dynamic personalities of her siblings, Maberly's performance gave her character a distinct presence. She effectively conveyed Kitty's impressionability, showing how easily she was influenced by Lydia's antics and how this contributed to the tension within the Bennet family. Maberly's subtle portrayal highlighted Kitty's longing for attention and her desire to assert her identity amidst her sister's strong personalities. Through small but meaningful moments, she brought depth to Kitty, making her more than just a sidekick to Lydia's mischief. Her ability to balance humor with vulnerability ensured that Kitty's character felt authentic and relatable. After Pride and Prejudice, Maberly continued to work in television and theater, with appearances in shows like Foyle's War and The Bill. She also pursued a career in voice acting, lending her talents to audiobooks and other projects. While she has largely stayed out of the public eye in recent years, her contribution to the series remains appreciated by fans. Maberly's portrayal of Kitty Bennet is a reminder of how every character in Pride and Prejudice contributes to the rich tapestry of the story. Her ability to bring warmth and humanity to a quieter role added to the series' depth and ensured that even the less prominent Bennet sisters left a lasting impression. Lucy Briars as Mary Bennet. Lucy Briars brought depth and subtlety to her portrayal of Mary Bennet, the socially awkward and overly serious middle Bennet sister. As Mary, Briars conveyed the character's intellectual aspirations and longing for recognition, often overshadowed by her more vivacious siblings. Her portrayal highlighted Mary's earnestness and desire to be valued, even as her efforts often resulted in humorous misunderstandings. One of the most memorable aspects of Briar's performance was her comedic timing, particularly during Mary's attempts at musical performance, which showcased her mix of confidence and lack of self-awareness. Briars managed to make Mary a sympathetic character despite her sometimes pompous demeanor, creating a more rounded and human portrayal than what is often seen in adaptations. After Pride and Prejudice, Lucy Briars continued to work extensively in theater, television, and film. She appeared in productions such as Daniel Deronda, 2002, The Night Manager, 2016, and Victoria, 2017. A highly skilled stage actress, she has performed with the Royal Shakespeare Company and in notable West End productions, further solidifying her reputation as a versatile and talented performer. Briars' nuanced take on Mary Bennet ensured that the character was more than just comic relief. Her ability to convey Mary's vulnerability and aspirations made her a standout in a series filled with dynamic performances. Fans of Pride and Prejudice often praise Briars' work for adding an extra layer of complexity to Austen's story. Barbara Lee Hunt as Lady Catherine de Bourgh. Barbara Lee Hunt delivered a commanding and imperious performance as Lady Catherine de Bourgh, Mr. Darcy's haughty and domineering aunt. Lee Hunt perfectly embodied Lady Catherine's aristocratic pride and unyielding sense of superiority, making her a formidable presence in every scene. Her sharp dialogue exchanges with Elizabeth Bennet provided some of the series' most dramatic and memorable moments. Lady Catherine's disapproval of Elizabeth and Darcy's relationship was a central conflict in the latter half of the series, and Lee Hunt's portrayal made her opposition both intimidating and engaging. Her ability to project authority and disdain, while occasionally hinting at vulnerability, added depth to what could have been a one-dimensional character. Barbara Lee Hunt had an illustrious career before and after Pride and Prejudice. Known for her work in films such as Alfred Hitchcock's Frenzy, 1972, and her extensive stage career, she brought a wealth of experience to the role. Lee Hunt also appeared in various television series and was a regular performer with prestigious theater companies, including the National Theatre and the Royal Shakespeare Company. Lee Hunt's portrayal of Lady Catherine remains a high point of Pride and Prejudice, showcasing her ability to bring gravitas and complexity to even the most antagonistic characters. Her performance added an extra layer of tension and drama to the series, making her a memorable figure in Austen's world. The production of the Pride and Prejudice 1995 BBC miniseries was a labor of love, with every detail carefully crafted to transport viewers to the world of Regency-era England. The efforts to authentically capture the period extended far beyond just the script, encompassing costumes, locations, and the very look of the production. Below are a few behind-the-scenes facts that helped bring Jane Austen's beloved novel to life. Authentic costumes. One of the most celebrated aspects of the 1995 Pride and Prejudice adaptation is its stunning wardrobe, which plays a significant role in establishing the time period. The show's costume designer, Dinah Collin, worked tirelessly to ensure that each character's wardrobe was not only period accurate, but also reflective of their social class and personality. Elizabeth Bennet's Jennifer Eel simple practical gowns mirrored her independence and modest background, while the elaborate and ostentatious costumes of characters like Lady Catherine de Bourgh, Barbara Lee Hunt, highlighted her aristocratic stature and overbearing personality. The costumes help to tell the story of the characters without the need for dialogue, making them a crucial part of the visual storytelling. Filming on historic estates. To capture the beauty and grandeur of the English countryside, the series was filmed at several historic estates. Locations like the picturesque Chatsworth House, which was used as Pemberley in the show, provided an authentic backdrop that further immersed viewers in the world of 18th century England. Chatsworth House, owned by the Duke and Duchess of Devonshire, became forever tied to Pride and Prejudice, particularly after the iconic scene where Mr. Darcy, Colin Firth, takes Elizabeth on a tour of his estate. The grandeur of the location was not just a scenic choice, but served as an extension of Mr. Darcy's character. Vast, impressive, yet somewhat intimidating. Attention to detail in set design. The attention to detail went beyond just the costumes and locations. The set designers carefully recreated Regency-era interiors, ensuring that every piece of furniture, wallpaper, and decorative element was historically accurate. Rooms were filled with period-appropriate antiques, while furniture was selected based on the social status of the characters. Even the use of natural light was thoughtfully employed to evoke the atmosphere of the time, with windows often left unadorned to let in soft, natural daylight that conveyed both the rustic and elegant aspects of Regency life. The cast's commitment to authenticity. The cast of Pride and Prejudice also took extra steps to ensure their performances were authentic to the era. Several actors, including Colin Firth and Jennifer Eel, worked with dialect coaches to perfect their accents and mannerisms. The actors also embraced the period's social etiquette, understanding the importance of gesture and posture in conveying the stiff yet emotional dynamics of the Regency period. Their commitment to authenticity contributed to the believability of their roles and helped create a more immersive experience for viewers. These behind-the-scenes efforts to authentically depict Regency-era England are a testament to the meticulous work that went into adapting Jane Austen's classic novel. The stunning attention to detail in everything from costumes to locations has made the 1995 Pride and Prejudice miniseries a beloved and enduring adaptation. Legacy. The 1995 BBC miniseries Pride and Prejudice redefined period dramas and remains the gold standard for Austen adaptations. Its influence can be seen in how it reshaped the portrayal of romance in historical settings, blending humor, emotional depth, and character complexity in ways that were revolutionary for the genre. By taking Jane Austen's beloved novel and bringing it to life with a mix of faithful adaptation and modern sensibility, the series captured the essence of the characters and their world, while making them accessible to contemporary audiences. One of the key innovations of the 1995 series was its more intimate, character-driven approach. Unlike previous adaptations, this version embraced a more dynamic, personal portrayal of its characters, especially the iconic Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. Colin Firth's portrayal of Darcy and Jennifer Ehl's Elizabeth became the benchmark for how these characters should be portrayed, and their on-screen chemistry became legendary, influencing subsequent portrayals in both film and television. This version of Pride and Prejudice has since been a touchstone for all other Austen adaptations. It set a high bar for how the emotional complexity and humor of Austen's works could be conveyed on screen. The influence of the 1995 adaptation can be seen in both faithful retellings and modernized versions of Austen's stories, like the 2005 Pride and Prejudice film. It redefined how period dramas could be intimate, funny, and romantic, while still remaining true to the source material. Additionally, the miniseries' cultural impact has been profound. It's introduced generations of new viewers to the world of Jane Austen and made Mr. Darcy an enduring pop culture icon. The iconic lake scene and the nuanced performances of the cast have made this adaptation beloved by fans around the world, ensuring its place as one of the most influential period dramas ever made. In short, Pride and Prejudice, 1995, not only redefined the way Austen's work was adapted, but also set a lasting legacy for the future of period dramas. Its success has influenced countless adaptations, ensuring that its influence will continue to shape how we experience period romance on screen. As we come to the end of our exploration into the cast and legacy of the 1995 Pride and Prejudice miniseries, we hope you've enjoyed this nostalgic journey through one of the most beloved period dramas of all time. The performances, the timeless chemistry between Colin Firth and Jennifer Ehle, and the impeccable adaptation of Jane Austen's classic have left an indelible mark on both film and television history. From the iconic moments to the behind-the-scenes details, it's clear why this version continues to hold a special place in the hearts of fans around the world. If you enjoyed revisiting this classic, don't forget to show your love by liking this video, leaving a comment below with your favorite moment from the series, and subscribing to our channel for more nostalgic explorations of your favorite films and TV shows. Your support helps us continue to bring you content that celebrates the stories and performances we all cherish. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of classic cinema and TV, as we explore the cast, the behind-the-scenes secrets, and the legacies that continue to shape the entertainment industry. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to bring you the next chapter in our series.